I'm Abiel Yohannes.
I'm Cameron Russ.
I'm Ryan Goodman.
This is Big Data and Bioinformatics. So for the history of bioinformatics, it's a field that began in the 1960s, and the mother of it is Margaret Oakley Dayhoff. In recent decades, the field has grown due to the advancement of technology. Another major advancement in the field in the recent decades is genomics. It made it possible to acquire nucleic acid sequence and structural information, and it just made it easier to analyze and experiment with genomes.
Big data is defined as large data sets that may be analyzed computationally to reveal patterns, trends, and associations. We're currently in the information age, growing rapidly, and the digital universe is expected to reach 44 zettabytes by 2020. To put that growth in perspective, 44 zettabytes is equal to 44 trillion gigabytes, which is 10 times larger than that size of the digital universe in 2013.
Bioinformatics is the gathering of storage, characterization, and examination of biochemical and organic data utilizing PCs, particularly as connected to subatomic hereditary qualities and genomics. As I mentioned previously, the mother of bioinformatics is Margaret O. Dayhoff, but other key contributors include Walter M. Fitch and Russell F. Goodman.
Primarily 5 types of data that are massive in size and used heavily in bioinformatics research. They are gene expression data, DNA, RNA, and protein sequence data, protein-protein interaction, pathway data, and gene ontology. In gene expression analysis, the expression levels of thousands of genes are analyzed over different conditions from different developmental stages of treatments and diseases. In sequence analysis, DNA, RNA, and peptide sequences are processed using various analytical methods to understand their features, functions, and structures. Pathway analysis is useful for understanding molecular basis of disease, and it identifies genes and proteins associated with the causes of disease. Gene ontology is like a big initiative aimed at unifying the representation of gene and gene products across all species. The Gene Ontology database is a tool that is highly used for various purposes, such as to build ontologies for anatomies and to develop timelines for model organisms.
Recently, there is a huge trend in rapidly growing data volume. The good thing is that this growth is supported by decreasing computing costs and increasing analytics through growing big technologies. A genome is an organism's complete set of DNA, including all of its genes, and to put into perspective, the size of a single sequence human genome is approximately 200 gigabytes. Big data in bioinformatics is important because biologists no longer use traditional labs to discover a biomarker for a disease. Now they just rely on huge genomic data given by various research groups. Technologies for capturing big data are also becoming cheaper and more effective, such as automated genome sequences, giving way to a new era in big data.
The European Bioinformatics Institute had over 40 petabytes of biodata in 2014. In 2013, they only had about 18 petabytes of biodata. As you can see, they're over doubling the amount of total storage they have every year. The Lausanne Institutional Biobank is currently developing Europe's largest biobank with biological samples donated by the general population.
Some major topics in bioinformatics include machine learning, deep learning, as well as cloud computing. Machine learning techniques have been found very effective and relevant to many real-world applications in bioinformatics, network security, and healthcare. Future applications of real-time data, such as early detection of infections and diseases, and fast applications of the appropriate treatments could reduce patient mortality.
Deep learning attempts to model high-level abstractions in data using supervised and unsupervised learning algorithms in order to learn from those abstractions. Deep learning attempts to model high-level abstractions in data using supervised and unsupervised learning algorithms in order to learn from those abstractions. Many organizations use deep learning for decision-making, information retrieval, and semantic indexing. Cloud computing is defined as a pay-per-use model for enabling convenient on-demand network access to a shared pool of computing. Cloudera is a pioneer in big data and cloud computing in the biomedical researchers. And the chief scientist and co-founder of Cloudera is aiming to dedicate 25% of their time towards the use of computational biology and genomics.
This was Big Data and Bioinformatics.